National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Throwing to start the drive. Cotton. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Operating from the gun. Cotton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. It probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fluck. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
So they bring out their punter. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10.
Now Goff. Completes this to Addison out left. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Goff. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Goff now looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up second down.
At the 16-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. Back to throw, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. From the 8, they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard
To throw is Goff. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
at the 4-yard line.
Again, Goff. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tucker Kraft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A good time is it. Plays and all, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now it's 3rd and 3. You look at the Saints defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Saints offense and Jordan Addison headed back onto the field. And as we play out the final stretch of games, he entered our contest here as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is Cook with a grab. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Richardson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Saints offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get into the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Goff now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Richardson shotgun on third down. A quick slant to Hill. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now it's Goff. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Goff. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county. Stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Operating from the gun, Cotton gets this one to Hill. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And Cook has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Cotton able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one complete to Hill. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Hill. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Cook up the gut. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Cotton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is indeed good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Goff. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now Goff. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Goff throwing again. That's taken in by Kraft. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Goff. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this is going to be intercepted.
The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to roam now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Carolina Panthers and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Third and 7.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback.
Throwing to start the drive.
Cotton throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Handoff comes to Cook.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete. He finds Falk here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring...
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Toronto.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Goff.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards, good for the Saints. First down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Goff.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Goff now looking to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Goff.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 2nd and 9 now.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Goff.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. they've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Toronto's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of play. You carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 11.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That'll be complete to Cook. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Cotton. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 35-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Goff now looks to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Cotton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3 and out.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Back to throw, Goff.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Cotton. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Goff.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Goff.
A slant route caught by Bateman.
Quick slant there gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Goff.
He gets it to Addison.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Now it's Goff.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A give to Cook out of the gun.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Toronto, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.